And I'm Hani Rodriguez here live in Wellington for the Wellington Winterfest. We got sound check going on behind us, front row seats to this big party starting in less than an hour. We're back after the break. Good evening, everyone. I'm Hani Rodriguez live from Winterfest in Wellington, my neck of the woods. Winterfest has been going strong here in the village of Wellington for more than a decade. And the guy behind all of this, who started it all, Vanilla Ice. And our Holiday Davis, who is actually emceeing the wonderful event tonight, had the chance to hang out with him at his home in Wellington this week. Vanilla Ice says that this event is really how he gives back to the place where he and his wife call home and where they raise their daughters. He wants to make sure that everyone here knows that everyone's welcome at Winterfest.
This is for all demographics. It's all families from zero to hero. So grandparents come out and put your dancing shoes on.
Winterfest has grown over the years, and tonight there will be food, games, a place that's really carved out for snowball fights for the kids, some ice skating too. A couple thousand people expected to come out here to Winterfest. It's an event that is completely free for anyone, whether you live in Wellington, the Acreage, Loxahatchee, Lake Worth Beach. Everyone's welcome. Though, if you can, though, we're asking that you bring an unwrapped toy for Little Smiles, a charity here that benefits this wonderful event. And don't forget to bring your dancing shoes, too, because Vanilla Ice is going to put on a great concert. We are also collecting new toys and non-perishable food items to donate for our Season of Hope campaign that's also going on. Of course, these past couple months, you can drop off your donations at our collection boxes right here. We have a WPTV tent. You just got to find it at this wonderful event. We got front row seats here for you. If you can't make it out tonight, though, we also have boxes spread out at 35 sites across Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. You can use our QR code for more details or head over to our website at WPTV.com. The weather couldn't be more perfect. I can see Steve Weigel right from where I'm sitting here in front of the Wellington Amphitheater. Steve, I'm glad it's not as chilly, although I will say you do need a little jacket if you're coming out.
Yeah, especially later, Hani, and there's a slight chance for a shower, too. Hey, I just ran into Santa Claus, too, Hani, so that's looking pretty good. I have a truck backing up here behind me. All right, we are back with more from Wellington Winterfest coming up. Oh, hey, Hani, I didn't know I was going back to you. This is at least a little more comfortable than it was in tradition a couple days ago, wasn't it, when it was chilly?
Absolutely. Yes, you don't need a blanket, but I will say I see a lot of people with their lawn chairs, so bring one out. The party starts right at 6 o'clock. We'll have much more coverage coming up in our next half hour. Back after the break. And I'm Hani Rodriguez here in Wellington. Our Western communities are celebrating the holidays at Wellington Winterfest. We're going to give you a front row seat to everything happening on stage right at 6 o'clock.
Honey, it's starting to cool off a little bit. We have a couple of showers on the radar that we're keeping an eye on, but it's...
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back live here in Wellington from Winterfest as Wellington rings in the holidays. A lot of families here right behind me, the Wellington Amphitheater, where all the action will be taking place, so giving you here front row seats. A lot of families are making their way here to the village of Wellington and the amphitheater area. The lawn chairs are all set up, ready for Vanilla Ice to take the stage later on tonight, but lots of great performers before that time. A lot of families and kids, even their pets, will tell you how you can even maybe bring one home with you later on today. There's a lot going on here, and there will be plenty of live performers taking the stage tonight as well, including dancers actually from the Fred Astaire Dance Studio right now. Here in Wellington, the students will be dancing along some classic holiday songs like Feliz Navidad and Winter Wonderland. We caught up with two of the dancers and their instructors this morning and asked them if they get a little bit nervous performing in front of hundreds of people, possibly thousands tonight.
It feels fun. Like, it's fun to give people entertainment to watch.
At first I'm a bit nervous, but then when the music starts, it gets really exciting and I really enjoy it.
The kids have been working tirelessly on doing a great performance for everybody. They get together every Tuesday, and they also, each of them do private lessons, and so they're just completely ready and trained and honed their skills to show everybody how good they are, and it's going to be such an amazing show, and I'm sure everyone who comes will really love it and get in the holiday spirit.
Oh, and I can't wait to see it. The dancers will be hitting the stage just before 7 o'clock. You don't want to miss it. So much more going on here. Winterfest is a big family event, and it's also a chance to grow your family by even perhaps adopting a new pet. Palm Beach County Animal Care and Control is bringing several dogs to tonight's event, including Poet. He's our pet of the day. He's 3 years old, and he's been in the shelter for nearly 130 days. He really needs a home. He's very friendly, loves to play, and is great with other dogs. He was even featured in a recent photo shoot at the beach. And again, you can meet Poet and some other volunteer favorite dogs at Winterfest tonight. And although it is called Winterfest, and no, it's not snowing here, it's not even close to that, the weather is really nice, Steve. I prefer this over the cooler temperatures in tradition.
Well, that was downright cold a couple of nights ago. But Honey, there isn't snow here, but there is something that's pretty close. There's a snow machine just behind me that I'm trying to get them to bring over because I'd love to show you some snow, you know, the bubble snow that is going to be here at Winterfest, and they haven't been high 70s for most of next week. That also looks great, too. A beautiful night at the Winterfest in Wellington. Drop by and say hello, Honey. You're just a few feet away from me, and I know, like me, you're having a great time here.
Yes, Steve, this is a lot of fun. You know, I live here in Wellington. I'm so proud of this Winterfest, this tradition here in Wellington for now the past 14 years. It really is wonderful, and I can see you right from where I'm sitting. Wellington is known for a lot of things, for the good food, some amazing shops, but it's also known as one of the horse capitals of the world. And we want to tell you a really cool story. As the Olympics start to make their way around in July, many of the world's best equestrian teams will make their way to Wellington International. WPTV's John Barron was actually out at Wellington International this week, and he tells us about how they hope to not only lead the way for Team USA, but also for some of the best riders in the world.
It's
at the very top level. The place to come is Wellington.
In Wellington, John Barron, WPTV.
And tonight is another chance for us to help give back to our community. Remember, we are still collecting those donations for our Season of Hope drive. If you're coming out to Wellington, we hope you'll consider bringing perhaps a new unwrapped toy, even some non-perishable food items. We'll be collecting those for a Season of Hope campaign. You can't make it out tonight, although we'll be here till 7:30. We also have boxes spread out at 35 sites, spread out across Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. You can use the QR code you see there on your screen for more details. We also have all this information for you up on our website at WPTV.com. Wonderful community event live in Wellington. Back after the break. And good evening, everyone. I'm Honey Rodriguez here at Winterfest in Wellington. This wonderful community event now packed with many families, little ones, grandparents, neighbors, and friends. You know it. As we celebrate the holidays, 14 years strong. We're right here at the Wellington Amphitheater giving you front row seats to this amazing show behind me. Some holiday classics playing in the background. Holly Davis, the MC of tonight's event. A wonderful community event. The man who started it all, Vanilla Ice. Our anchor, Holly Davis, actually got a chance to hang out with him at his home in Wellington this week. And he and his wife, of course, raised their 3 daughters here in Wellington. I also live here in Wellington and love the community. They're keenly aware, even with all that they have, of the wealth gap that exists, the haves and have-nots, which is why Rob keeps sinking his heart into this festival year after year.
My favorite part is to see the smiles, because I believe that smiles are contagious, and the more you give them, the more you get them. And I love the fact that Little Smiles, our local charity here that really caters to these children.
There's lots to do out here in Wellington, and I don't know how Steve Wiggle pulled it off, but I think there's weather in the or snow in the forecast, Steve.
Yeah, Honey, we're having a great time here. And you're right, there is a snowstorm in the forecast tonight in Wellington, no less. Temperatures are in the mid-70s now, but it's snowing. Look at this. It's a great storm. Woo!
Good evening, everyone. I'm Honey Rodriguez here live from Winterfest in Wellington. What a wonderful community event surrounded by neighbors that I'm looking at right now. So many of you are viewers in the community stopping by to say hello. Hundreds of people here, if not more than 1,000 families, enjoying this wonderful holiday event. Our wonderful news anchor, morning anchor Holly Davis on stage right now, right behind me. We're giving you front row seat look at everything that's going to be going on. The big act tonight, of course, course, Vanilla Ice. We'll talk about him a little bit later in the newscast. But Winterfest has really been going strong here in Wellington, the village of Wellington, for more than a decade. This is the 14th year, actually. And speaking of that big star I just mentioned, Vanilla Ice, he was the one who really started all of this. And Holiday Davis, she got a chance to hang out with him at his home in Wellington this week. He says that, you know, this event is how he gives back to the place where he and his wife call home, where they've raised their daughters. And, you know, they want to make sure that everyone here has a good time. And he wants people to know that everyone is welcomed to Wellington.
This is for all demographics. It's all families from zero to hero. So grandparents, come out and put your dancing shoes on.
Yes, bring your dancing shoes. There's a lot of music on stage, performers. Winterfest has grown over the years, and tonight we've seen food trucks. There are games. Santa Claus is out here. There are snow machines, not real snow, but for the kids it'll do it for tonight. Ice skating too, we're told. Again, hundreds of people out here tonight enjoying this wonderful community event. It is completely free. So no matter whether you live in Wellington, Loxahatchee, the Acreage, you name it, you can come here and enjoy this great event. And our Steve Weagle, I can see him right from where I'm sitting, waiting to do the weather. Perfect night, Steve.
Yes, it is, honey. We had a little bit of a snowstorm here earlier. The snow is still melting. It is beautiful, and it is going to be a fantastic weekend. We do have some warm weather on the way. There's a look at the latest of the week. Wow, I made it. I really didn't think I'd make that weathercast, but we made it through, honey. It's getting noisy out there. I see you off in the distance.
Yes. You did a great job, Steve, as always. So many people have come up to Steve wanting to take a picture with him and do the weather, his green screen, a wonderful community event. And I also want to remind you, tomorrow there is a Wellington boat parade at 6:30 right behind the community center here. So check that out. All right. Wellington is known for a lot of things. The good food, some amazing shops, but is also known, of course, as one of the horse capitals of the world. And as the Olympics start to really make their way around the corner here in July, many of the world's best equestrian teams will make their way to Wellington International. WPTV's John Barron was out at Wellington International this week, and he tells us how they hope to not only lead the way for Team USA, but also for some of the best riders in the world.
Come is Wellington.
In Wellington, John Barron, WPTV.
Back out here live now. By the way, if you are maybe thinking about heading this way, we're also collecting new toys or non-perishable food items to donate to our Season of Hope campaign. So if you can, we ask that you bring an unwrapped toy with you. You can drop off your donations, though, at our collection box right here. We've got a tent, a WPTV tent. You can find it. If you can't make it out tonight, though, we have plenty of options to give. We've got boxes spread at 35 sites spread out across Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. You can use the QR code you see there on your screen for more details, or head over to our website at WPTV.com. Hi, Olivia. Wellington isn't alone as it rings in the holidays, and we are so excited to be here. My daughter Olivia is right underneath where I'm standing. All right, let's keep talking holidays, because all of our communities are celebrating the holidays. Delray Beach is showing off its holiday spirit with a parade that'll happen tomorrow night at 6. It'll be down at Atlantic Avenue from the Intracoastal Bridge to Northwest 5th Avenue. More than 70 floats, bands, dance teams, and our Weather Pilot 5 vehicle will be out there too. And U.S. Open champ and local gal, Coco Gauff, she will be the Grand Marshal. A wonderful event. The music is going strong right behind me, the stage. So many families brought out their lawn chairs, and they're getting ready to enjoy tonight. We're back after this break. Back out here live, Wellington Winterfest. I've got Olivia joining me tonight. 2.5 years old, my son TJ. We live in Wellington. We're so proud to live in a community that embraces this togetherness, to celebrate what we're proud of. If you're looking to grow your family, Winterfest is a big family event, and it's also a chance to grow it by adopting a new pet. Palm Beach County Animal Care and Control is bringing several dogs here to tonight's event, including a dog named Poet. You're looking at him on your screen. He's our pet of the day. He's 3 years old, and he's been in the shelter now for 130 days. He's very friendly, loves to play, and is great with other dogs. So he was even featured in a recent photo shoot at the beach. Again, you can meet Poet and some other volunteer favorite dogs at Winterfest tonight. The main act of the night, of course, Vanilla Ice, the man who started this entire wonderful community event. He'll take the stage at 9 o'clock. Our Holiday Davis is emceeing this wonderful event tonight, too. There's lots of good music, food trucks, a lot of people walking by, coming up and saying hello, our wonderful neighbors. I couldn't be happier to be here tonight with all of you. Thank you for sharing this space with us. I hope you come out. The party will go on until 10 o'clock at night. There's lots to do. Hello there. Santa Claus is making his rounds around town here. There is snow, so if you're looking for something to do with your family tonight to help celebrate the holidays, consider Wellington Winterfest. From all of us here at WPTV and my wonderful family, have a blessed and happy holidays. Good night, everyone.